the rumor is the Niners are going to be kicking the tires on a backup quarterback that Chip Kelly probably would have traded 3 first-round picks for 5 years ago. Marcus Mariota, what do you think of this rumor, Jack?
I think Mariota makes a ton of sense for the 49ers, given his background, what he does. He was I think the second player taken the year that he came out. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
he's known, understands what it's like to be in the position that Trey Lance is in. He's been successful when he's played. He makes a ton of sense for the 49ers. My only question really is, are they going to be able to afford him? I think he might be able to get a starting job somewhere else the way that this market's starting to look, and maybe he might be a little expensive for them.
I get the thought process here, but at the same time, I got the thought process behind Jerick McKinnon. Like, yeah, he's mobile, and as you said, he was a number 2 pick in the draft. He's started more than 60 games, won 29 of them, had some success. Just gets hurt a lot. It seemed like he had a good couple of years to start his career in Tennessee, and then injury after injury piled up, and I don't know. He's not. I mean, obviously, he's not what he used to be, and he didn't fulfill the promise that he once had. But injury-prone players that come to the Niners, like in their late 20s, it does, I don't know if it's the water or the training staff or bad luck, but it seems like they have really a bad track record with those kind of like reclamation projects, unless it's real cheap, like Jason Fred, and that didn't even work out that long. So, could they get a guy who's not? He's a lot like Jimmy Garoppolo with wheels. Gets hurt, pretty brittle. I don't know. I mean, you could do worse. You could definitely do worse.
No, I'm with you there. That's what from the injuries perspective. That's the same problem with Tyrod Taylor, who keeps getting thrown to the 49ers because of his history with the new run game specialist, Lynn. So, it's one of those things where beyond those two, you're starting to get into all the guys that the 49ers looked at last year, right? Which are, guys like Andy Dalton and Joe Flacco and stuff like that.
Barry Baller 18 says I was a big Mariota fan coming out. So was I. I liked him a lot. So was Chip Kelly. Do you remember? I thought there were rumors that when the Niners got Chip Kelly, he was trying to trade everything to get Marcus Mariota, or would have been in favor of it. Anyway, thank goodness he didn't do that.
Yeah,
Barry Baller 18. What?
Wasn't he also?
What?
Was it Kelly that was interested in Dak Prescott as well?
Yeah, he said that after the fact. He said that when Dak was really good. Right. Yeah, true. Mm-hmm. Barry Baller 18 says, has he regained any zip after elbow issue? That's my biggest question. He's had so many issues. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he did a decent job in 2020, I guess it was, when he stepped in. But he didn't really play last year.
He did. Okay, so the guy I would prefer is Mitchell Trubisky. I mean, I guess he's been hurt too, but I mean, he'd probably be just as cheap and younger, probably better. What do you think?
No, I'm all in on Mitchell Trubisky. I would love to have him. I was saying that last year that he would. Yeah. I would have been fine with him replacing Jimmy Garoppolo last year. So Mitchell Trubisky, if he's willing, again, it's a situation where is he willing to take a deal like what he took with Buffalo to come over here and be a backup, or did he take that deal in Buffalo because he wanted to be with a winning team and kind of rekindle his image?
Well, I mean, just thinking out loud here, he'd be a good signing for a team like Pittsburgh that wants a bridge quarterback. Instead of trading for Jimmy, why don't you sign Mitchell Trubisky, who's cheaper, and then draft a quarterback? That's what I would. And he could start next year. So maybe Trubisky wouldn't be an option for the Niners. Mariota certainly would be if he's not too expensive. I don't think he showed enough in Vegas to have a team be like, that's our starting quarterback for a year. I don't think so.
No, probably not. But that's the only concern there is that could drive up his cost.
True. Scotty says Melvin Gordon's connection to Lynn. Just saying, no, don't do it. Don't sign running backs unless they're undrafted free agents.
Yeah, I don't see the 49ers going down that road too far. Everybody's kind of bringing these connections to Lynn and wanting to go that direction. And maybe that's what they do. I don't know. It doesn't seem like running back like a guy like Melvin Gordon is going to do a whole lot for the 49ers at this point in his career.
Do they really need Lynn to recruit free agents? Does it work that way?
I wouldn't think so. I mean,
you come here because you want to play with Kyle, right? For Kyle, not Lynn.
Yeah, if you're an offensive player, you want to play for him, and if you're a pass rusher, you want to come and play for Kasarik, and so on and so forth.